I'm here to talk about the upcoming event coming at the end of December, astrologically. Jupiter moves from Pisces back into Aries. I say back into Aries because by the time it was July, Aries was enjoying Jupiter inside of it. um, Around about 8 degrees, and then it started to go backwards and went back into Pisces. So if you think about what was happening around about July for you, if it aspects you exactly, then then you can't help but to notice something going on. Jupiter is amazing, but the fact that it's switching from a whole from Pisces to Aries, it goes from the way that astrology works. It's evolutionary consciousness of the humankind, and so I am is basically is the Christ consciousness of Aries. That's what the first house is. That's what the first sign of the zodiac is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is Pisces. Jupiter has gone all the way through the 12 signs. It's a whole cycle of consciousness that is wrapping up, and then it kind of resets. You know what I mean? With not just throwing away the evolution that happened, but we are now resetting with this fire energy that is the Aries that says that tends to weed everything out and says, but by the way, what's the truth? And I am wrap it up. And then it's just like this is the rise of mankind. Man, you could say the rise of man is, they think that God is coming to town or something, like Jesus is going to land, or a spaceship is going to come, and it's like, no, it comes from within, and it's going to keep happening. This is just the beginning. Like, this is going to, for me, I worry about my brother this time around again. It aspected his moon at 6 degrees Cancer, right on the midheaven, as well as 6 degrees his Libra rising sign. Peculiarly, I'm a 6 Aries rising sign. We're born I'm 3 years after him, but we have 5 planets in Libra, so it's a trip. His moon being in Cancer is a major thing for him and his personality and everything. Jupiter having aspect that, I don't really want anybody listening to this on a personal level knows kind of what he's going through, and I don't really know where he is now. Let's say after the mental institution, I've lost contact. I am battling some things myself. I'm not going to get into it because the narcissistic society is ready to just absolutely cut everybody's heads off and say, they'll blame things on you. And it's like, no, we are holding ground. This is all we can do as we move through this process. And I did my damnedest to raise a red flag and say, hello? I think it was last February. I was saying, in my own peculiar way, we kind of go through the dark night of the soul. If you haven't been through it, I'm not going to be the one that puts on the. It's always Pluto that looks bad. Well, it's coming for you. You have yet to experience enough stress to begin to start thinking correctly, to make that elevator go all the way to the top. I don't even know if that's the right thing to say, but yeah, in a way it is. With certain ways of thinking, it's like, well, then how do we simplify it? What is really important? Do we, and that's going to keep pressurizing. It's going to keep pressurizing. Um, Over the next 10 years, we have this, now talked about Pluto going there. Never mind Neptune lingering right on the edges of Pisces also. It's going to reset and go into Aries. Man, if that's not the most amazing aspect for all of society to go through when Neptune resets and go into Aries, I have to look at exactly when that is. It goes over my ascendant, and if I don't go the certain way, which is the way of I am a meditator, and it's just like, would you please give me my solitude? I am moving through this process, and God is landing here, and it's landing for all of society. It's going to be interesting. You better take the right psychedelics and find a guide. No, but yes, talking about, didn't even get to Pluto yet. Pluto in March. It's just this priming for our consciousness to just, talk about resilience, babe. You're not gonna, you better have resilience against, mainly now, I think for people, it's like, have you been practicing the truth yet? Do you get into the thing beyond your mind? Because you keep doing that, it's less and less stress, man. Your mind is going to try to hold it all together. It's like, no, let go, let go, let go, right? Hell of a thing to say. Um, you can, it's a practice, babe. You need to listen to people, transformational gurus. I claim transformational guru because of my Pluto placement and Mars ruled and the conjunction with the sun. And so I just, you either are aware that nothing ever remains the same. It's the right way to do it, to just be constant changing. I mean, if you really want to get into it, babe, there isn't anything happening but life. Breathe. It's constant death, right? If you're doing it right. Oh. What do you mean death? Death of mind. Death of mind, please. Don't get crammed up so hard, right? Getting back to Pluto, talking about getting unloosened and uncrammed, moving into Aquarius for humanity coming up. Another sign change for a planet that's on the outer edges that moves really slow. It's been like 12 or 14 years that it's been in Capricorn. Oh my God. Are we going to survive the very ends of Capricorn? Where everybody in the material world is saying, no, this is so important. I have a traditional value, and every bit of human consciousness, the possibility of human consciousness, evolution is just, no, trash that. We have to hang on while the Titanic is going down. And some people are just practicing some disciplines. I mean, this is just a metaphor now. Just breathe the cold water and somebody's going to come soon. What is it? What is it? Well, talk about the cold water. Boy, don't mean to sound all flighty. I'm talking about when Pluto goes into Aquarius, we have this Aquarius age, this amazing energy that's just going to keep pouring. Aquarius is the sign of this woman who is pouring water down, the water bearer. Well, what is that? Aquarius says, I know. This is the original knowledge that we are. Like, some people are just waking up and they're like, I don't know how I know this, but I know, okay? And then click over here, click over here. Somebody else gets a little detail. The puzzle's opening up. Now talk about connect the dots. Truth vibes coming in. I love Aquarius. It's Uranus ruled, and now when you talk about Uranus, you want to go over to, thank you for listening to this astrological overview. Uranus is in Taurus. It's been there, and you can't get away from Taurus vibrating us. And Uranus is there saying change, 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 change. Money, 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 money. How are we spending it for what? Do you notice the issues about what's up with money? Did you know we're supposed to go back to shells as just a human organism? Just go back to shells. Say, we have our human energy that we do this with. If you think we are important as human energy, which we are, there isn't anything going on this in the universe without human energy as love. So we generate, and it's being enslaved here for food, basically, for food. We learned how to do our own food. There's a way to work money in a different way, in our favor. And when I say ours, babes, we're not at our full potential. I mean, there is resonance that we can achieve through, it would be the highest science to get into it, and then you would be left with pyramids on the side, and talk about the technologies that would assist us then. But we're kind of, we're doing things in the name of industry and money and economics and stuff. Really not drawing off of the source that the universe is drawing, and then there's the Mother Nature that is recycling and stuff. It's a big wool pulling over the eyes about how that's all working And then there's shortages and stuff, and the climate change and stuff like that. We can lose the truth and then learn and disconnect from um, how easy it is, and then this complication going on where we just believe we just believe it, and progress is just is the way it is. Progress is moving forth. We're going to learn about the next illness. It's like you don't know that those illnesses can be prevented a long time ago through having tapped this other lifestyle of living with the truth. Thanks for listening to all this. 10-4.